Hello, and welcome to our United Church of Christ Fort Lauderdale workshop on building, on creating, on making a home altar in your very own home. It's very important to have designated sacred space so that to recognize and remind us of the divinity within our lives. We'll start out with a story about an experience I had in seminary while living on campus. I lived in a very small bedroom. It was very tiny, and in that bedroom was a small twin bed. My feet would hang over the edge of the bed, very small. And there was a desk and a small table. And I ended up purchasing a microwave, a small one, to go there because it was essential in order to have hot tea or coffee or those types of things. So I took a class at the school, and it told us and taught us about home altars, which I had never considered before. So from that, I went out and I ended up purchasing a few things, mostly at the dollar store, that helped me in this process. I started out with, on top of the microwave, that was really the only blank space because the rest of the room was covered with books and papers and computers and desks and all that. So I had a blank space on top of the microwave itself, of all places. So I went out and got a white cloth and used that and placed that on top of the microwave as the base, as the foundation. And as you can see here on this desk, you might have something like this in your home, atop of a credenza or desk. And then you can put, this is actually a table runner you can buy at the dollar store for like $1, and I like this. So you can take something like that and place that on the top of the desk there, just like so. And many people like it to be a white cloth, or for your liturgical seasons, you can change it according to the liturgical calendar if you want to get that detailed. But on that, it's very important to have, for me, a cross. So I place a cross in the center on the desk itself. And then it's nice, it's very important to have a candle. You can have a candle that you actually light, or you can have, this is a candle holder with the cross on it. You can place that on it. Or many people don't like an open flame, so you can purchase one of these battery-powered candles. And actually, I'll take that and put in this. And that's my candle that's on the altar itself that we'll use today. And then you can think about, what are important things to me in my spiritual path? And this is your home altar, and it helps recognize the divine in your life, and it's and pray about what you place on it itself. For me, I pray for peace all the time. And as you can see, this is a little, it might be backwards on the screen box, but it has the word peace on it, and I put that on my altar. And also, many years ago, I had a congregant friend when I was in Pensacola, and she gave me a little stuffed animal. And here it is here. It's a little sheep. It's a lamb. It reminds me of the lamb references in the Bible. And I put that on the altar today to acknowledge that experience with Melissa, and also the lamb in the Bible. And I also will place, this is a very wonderful sculpture that I like a lot. It just reminds me of being held by the divine. I'll show this to you closer so you can see it. It's just a beautiful sculpture, or a piece of art. And then some people place flowers. Here they are. You don't have to go to a flower shop or even a Publix and purchase a $9.99 bouquet. I invite you, even if you take a plastic cup, and then go out in your yard. And some of the things on your altar, you can be things from nature. I mean, I relate to God so many ways through nature. So just a few minutes ago, I went out and I picked these two flowers here, just from, the garden around the church. They're beautiful, and they remind me of the divine. I'll place those on there. And this is from an annual plant that we have here at the church. And I'll show that to you. I mean, it's just beauty. It reminds me of God's beauty. So here we have it. We have our very own home altar. And I'd like to share with you that and invite you during this Holy Week to set one up in your own home and try it out, because you'll find out, I do firmly believe, that you'll want one year round. And what I do is during the year, I'll make changes to it depending on what is going on in my life, and joys and both challenges. I will put personal things from people, gifts or items that remind me of certain people or that remind me of God. And you can also use it, and when you pray, you can actually be there and just be silent and be still. And just when you gaze upon it, it just brings comfort and strength and the knowledge and the presence, God's presence with us at all times. And it's wonderful to have in your home for yourself, your family. You can gather around it, or every time you walk by, you're reminded of God's presence in your life. So I'm grateful for that workshop and of learning the importance of having a home altar and what joy and how it can help us on our spiritual path. So I'm grateful also to be able to share this experience with you during Holy Week. So as we enter deeper into Holy Week, we keep you in our prayers, and we will have a Good Friday service. It'll be posted online here, and also, of course, Easter celebration worship on Sunday morning. So we'll be looking forward to sharing that with you. So be blessed and be safe.